Hi folks, today we're going to take a look at Colt News, where he gets owned by security guards for being on private property and makes some weird accusations about the Mormon Church. But before we start today's video, as always, a big thank you to all of my current and new channel members and subscribers. Without your guys' continuous, ongoing support, I couldn't keep this channel going, so I want to thank you all personally from the bottom of my heart. And if you're new to the channel, please subscribe to the page. Leave a like and a comment because it helps me with the algorithm. Don't forget to check out my second channel, NCR Movie Network, and the Shittown Florida Manpower Ranking Podcast. Episode 11 is out right now. With all that being said, let's enjoy today's video.
Thanks, and go from there.
You got your marathon ID?
No complaints. Oh, I do not. Is this private property?
Yes, it is.
Really? I thought this was mainly a street and a sidewalk.
No, this is all private property.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, then I don't want to be on private property. I had no idea. It looks like it's the main. So this isn't like a public sidewalk.
No.
Hey, where's the signs that say it's private property on the street? Are there signs that say the whole street and sidewalk is private property? That can't be right.
It is.
Yes, folks, you heard them right. Marathon Petroleum do own approximately almost 2 city blocks worth of the city of Finley. They do own it for multiple reasons, but one of the big reasons is to have a safe place for their employees to protect them from extremist protesting groups. Not to mention, they do allow people in the public to walk through the sidewalk and drive through the roadways that they own. Colt News here is restricted on his frauditing because, well, it's private property, and at any point, he could be trespassed from it.
Marathon owns this street, that street.
Okay, all right. You're saying that this is not a public sidewalk.
No, sir, it is not.
All right, interesting. All right, so I guess I'm assuming you guys don't want me on the public sidewalk. I'm sorry, on your private sidewalk. I'll have to call the authorities and ask them if that is in fact accurate. It doesn't seem accurate to me, though. I mean, it's a thoroughfare.
Okay, so
I didn't see any signs that say private property. Is there a problem with me being out here taking photographs?
you can walk through here as much as you want. Yeah, they don't want pictures of the facility. The people.
Got it. All right, I'll tell you. So where does your private property and the public property begin?
Main Street, and then down here past the Avis.
All right, I'm gonna go up here. I'll call the authorities and verify the information I've been given, and maybe I'll be back, maybe not. I mean,
Okay.
the cops say, yeah, that's their property. If they say you can't take pictures or do whatever, then so be it. That seems kind of crazy, but I'll check it out. No problem. You have a good one.
All right, thank you.
You bet.
Hello, how you doing, sir?
No complaints?
What's that?
No complaints?
Oh, good. So, hey, I'm Officer Stoner. I'm also recording here, but I
You say Officer
Officer Stoner.
Stoner.
Yep, Stoner.
I love it.
Yeah, so.
All right, you must get a lot of ribbing for that, I'd imagine.
No, actually compliments.
So,
So, anyway, so I talked to Marathon. They said that you're on their property, but clearly you're up here. This is all public sidewalk and that kind of stuff.
So is this correct? I walk outside and I said, no photos, this is private property. I'm like, what? Really? So is the street and the sidewalk their personal property?
Done is they've purchased all of this stuff so they can block it off. And prevent the other stuff. It used to be public property in the past or whatever, where it used to go through. But
Yeah, in Salt Lake, they bought a whole block.
Yeah, this is their whole private street now, and they'll shut it down for events and that kind of stuff. I know it kind of merges into it, but yeah, so like pretty much where those signs are at, that's where their property starts. But yeah, if you're taking photographs and stuff from up here, you're good to go.
So I mean, they just told me basically you can walk through
Yeah,
here, but they're just saying no photographs down here, apparently.
Yeah, they don't. When you're on their property, they can
yeah,
say,
they can make whatever rules they want. Sure,
but now
sure.
you're on public space, so and what you can see from public space, you can photograph. So
All right,
I
I took their word on it and said, all right, well, hey, if it's your private property, I'll go ahead and hop off. I got no problem with that.
I think it's one of those things where it's like
No,
it was one of
it's
those.
a multi-billion-dollar corporation.
Yeah, they have the money for a full block.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, the Mormon Church did the same thing in Salt Lake. Bought a whole city block. Now, the funny thing about the Mormon Church, They won't allow like a same-sex couple to walk through the property holding hands.
Oh, really?
It's really bad. Yeah.
It's funny you bring up the Mormon Church. Isn't that the church that you and Stacy have both been excommunicated from? And you're probably wondering, why was he excommunicated from the Mormon Church? Well, our friend here, Mike Norton, decided to sneak in cameras during their ceremonies. Not to mention got into altercations with church leaders, where he was excommunicated from the church, as well as Stacy. Not to mention, he was trespassed from their properties and has been arrested for doing so. Now, I don't know why he felt he needed to do this, but he also feels like he needed to grift over $50,000 to make a documentary to destroy the Mormon faith. Well, it's going to take a lot more money to destroy a faith like that of its size. But let's continue on to see what Mikey Boy has to say.
It's pretty hilarious, but you know, they can make up their own rules, and so yeah, no, I get it. So I definitely won't be going on their property. Well, let me rephrase. They said I can go on the property, you know, walking through the sidewalk over. I just can't take photos, so I can respect that. Yeah, no problem. Well, I'm just assuming that basically that line right there, right?
They don't want you to be on here. You could be on the other side.
Do me a favor. They that saying that, can you please tell them that I said, and don't take this the wrong way, but tell them that I said.
I heard from my boss.
Tell them I said they're wrong.
They gotta be on the other side.
Do me a favor. Can you tell them I said they're wrong, and I'll go to jail for this rather than move? There's no way. This is public property. No way.
That's my understanding of it.
Yeah. Well, it's Allied Universal, so you know they're gonna say all sorts of crazy things. I love when Allied Universal.
I'll make sure that they're aware of that.
I love when Allied Universal gets involved because
So
they're
these are
ridiculous.
still public, so that's what's up.
Shenanigans.
Na.
Shenanigans.
Na.
And we're calling shenanigans, folks, because Allied Universal are not being ridiculous. They are doing their job. They were hired by Marathon Petroleum to protect their property. They have come out there to enforce the policies of Marathon Petroleum by telling you can't record. And we're also calling on shenanigans on Mikey Boy here because, well, he says he'll go back on there and get arrested. But yet, he doesn't. Why is that? Well, perhaps he's afraid of making some new friends in the county jail. Or he's just all talk.
This is all city of Finley.
Yeah, this whole sidewalk here is public, right?
Yep. So
Yeah, they're nuts. It's basically, I would think from the edge of the building that way personally, but I'm not going to test it and get right up and go toe the line.
Yeah. So just.
All right. Hey, you don't by chance have a business card, do you?
Oh. Yeah. Is there an apartment? Or
Holy
like,
crap! People stealing your pins? What's going on with that?
Oh yeah. There's sometimes where I don't want them back. So
It's funny. Now I'm kind of photographing every well, I'm trying to before the day is out. I'm doing a few time lapses as well, but photograph pretty much every business in town at the very least.
Gotcha.
I've got my work cut out for me. There's still quite a few left.
Especially with the weather getting colder here. So
Yeah, it
but,
sucks. All
But
right.
yeah, I'd stay off the property.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Appreciate you.
I'd keep a watchful eye on stuff.
Oh yeah, no doubt. I'm not gonna push my luck with these guys. They tell me once.
They're definitely on top of it, so I'll give them that.
Yeah.
We can hold them pretty quick. But,
Yeah, somebody doesn't need to tell me twice to get off their property. I get it.
Yeah, that's some more bullshit right there because I've covered multiple videos on you. You were told by the city employees to get off the property and you didn't until the cops showed up and escorted you out. And how about when you were trespassed from the Mormon Church? They told you once not to come back and you still did and got arrested for that. Seems like you're just a big old liar there, Mikey Boy.
Hey, you have a good one, man.
Try the library.
Oh, this is a municipal building. Say what? There you go. The city of Finley is not friendly. Oh, sorry about that. Head on in. So, just looking at this. The city of Finley, or Finley, I should say, not friendly. The city of Finley prohibits photographing or recording. Can you look that up? Court Security Rule 101.
And while you're looking up Court Security Rule 101, perhaps you should also look up what happened to the last person who tried to violate that rule, CRA Audits, where he was actually trespassed from the building and arrested. So yeah, not the best play, Mikey.
Interesting.
There's someone coming behind you.
Sorry about that. So that's Finley, Ohio for you.
And we're going to end it here, folks. He goes on to state the fact that Marathon is the biggest employer in the city of Finley, and makes more comparisons to the Mormon Church owning property. Yet Mike said that he would have gone on there and got arrested, but yet he didn't. Because it just proves frauditors are nothing more than all talk and no action. So if you guys like this video, please like, share, and subscribe. Leave a thumbs up and a comment because it helps me with the algorithm. Don't forget to check out my podcast and the second channel. With all that being said, be well, be safe, and I'll see you guys next time. And a special thank you to all members of the news team. Without your guys' continuous support, I couldn't keep the channel going, so I want to thank you all personally from the bottom of my heart.